For today's lesson, we're going to talk about angles. We're going to focus on being able to name them and label them, and then identify them as different types of angles, either acute, obtuse, or right. Let's get started. Here we have a definition of an angle. An angle will consist of two separate rays. So we have two rays here. We have ray BA, and we also have ray BC. Those two rays start at the same place. They both start at B, and they make up the angle. When you're naming your angle, the vertex is always in the middle. So in this case, our middle is B. And we have three ways we can do this. You can start from the top and say that we have angle A, B, C. Or we could also start from C and say that we have angle C, B, A. Or we could also start from the very middle and just say that we have angle B. These are three different ways that we could name our angle. It doesn't matter which way you choose, they are all appropriate ways to name your angle. Let's go ahead and practice this some more. There are a lot of different angles that we could name here. We're going to go ahead and name a few of them. We have our top angle, which I'm going to call angle 1, and our bottom angle, which would be angle 2. And then we also have the outside angle, which I'm going to call angle 3. And we want to name each one. When we're naming your angle, we want to start at the top. So let's say we're going to name our first angle. We have A, and then your vertex is always in the middle. And then our next point will be R. So we have angle ABR. Looking down at our bottom angle, again we're going to start with our first point, which would be R. Your vertex is B because that's your middle. And then we're going to go to C. And then for our third angle, we're going to start up here with A. Again, your vertex is B, and we have C down at the bottom. So these are three different angles that we have named. Again, it's important to note that they all share a vertex, but they're different angles, and we denote that by having the different endpoints or beginning points. Alright, your turn. You need to go ahead and label three angles, just as we did with the last example. Go ahead and identify the correct answer. In addition to naming an angle, we need to know what kind of angle we have. And there are a few different types of angles we can talk about. To begin with, we're going to compare everything back to a 90-degree angle, which hopefully we all know is a right angle. An acute angle is something that is less than 90 degrees. So if I draw my 90-degree angle here, my acute angle is going to be something that is smaller than that. An obtuse angle will be bigger than that. So again, I have my 90-degree angle. When I draw my obtuse angle, it's going to be bigger. So something bigger than 90 degrees. And lastly, my straight angle is simply a straight line. So it's important again to remember that when you have an acute angle, it is less than 90 degrees, an obtuse angle is more than 90, and a straight angle is a straight line. Alright, we're going to look at angle ABR and try and identify it as either acute, obtuse, or straight. If we look at ABR, that is this small angle here. And we're just identifying, is that bigger than or smaller than 90 degrees? In this case, it definitely looks like it's smaller than, so it is an acute angle. For our next example, we have angle ABC, which is our bigger outside angle. I want you guys to choose from the following options and identify the best choice. Is it an acute angle, a right angle, a obtuse angle, or a straight line? Pick your best choice now. In addition to looking at the angles, we can compare the actual measurement. Again, an obtuse angle is bigger than 90, and an acute angle is smaller than 90. So looking at these four angles, I want you to classify them as either acute or obtuse in the correct order. So pick the best choice. Our goal is to use the information from this lesson to ultimately solve problems like the one you see in front of you. But this concludes our video lesson for today. So go ahead and close up the video and start working on your homework, looking at your assignment sheet to figure out the problems that are assigned.